What's going on, YouTube? How y'all doing today, man? It is so hot, man. I seen Superman in the cab a while ago when I was leaving work. That's how hot it is, man. But when I'm on YouTube to talk about nothing about Superman, even though I got a new Superman movie coming out and that's my guy, but I want to talk about the guy that's in the NBA that's the butt of a lot of people's jokes, you know what I'm saying? Everybody get this guy, and a lot of times it's like he gets himself, you know what I'm saying? He just looks a little zesty sometimes to people, but I think a lot of times he not, you know, it just looks weird, you know. It kind of like, I think he got this thing going on kind of like Chris Bosh, you know what I'm saying? I remember Chris Bosh had like a weird thing that everything he would do, he would look a little zesty. Like even on celebration, he would post champagne on his head and he'll look a little fruity and everybody be like, hey man, that don't look right. But the guy I'm talking about, a lot of y'all gonna know who I'm talking about, is Anthony Towns. Call Anthony Towns, you know what I'm saying? Cat, you know what I'm saying? And how his just playing the game, everything he do to how he talk and everything, it just look a little zesty. And I was watching Gilbert Arena's show, The Arena, Gil's Arena, you know what I'm saying? And I was checking it out. And boy, Gilbert Arena just went off on Cat, man. It was talking about Cat, and he was just explaining like why he, you know what I'm saying, just like he was talking about he said the guy got long legs, the guy got big hips, the guy got a short torso, and he got big feet. He said he built like a woman, man. He's like a WNBA player.
After all on Cat himself, it's him. It's his physical makeup. Long legs, short torso, big ass feet. There's nothing he can do. He's built like a whole fucking bitch. He's built like a female.
Clip that. No, clip that.
Am I saying something wrong? Look, he's built like a girl.
No.
He has girl hips. He's like a full WNBA player.
That's how he's built. And I'm like, man, that was just, he even called him the B word. He said he built like a bee. He didn't even say he was built like a woman. He said he was built like a bee. And I'm not gonna say that, but he said he was built like a WNBA player, like a woman, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's a little cold, man, to call anybody a woman. A grown man, call Anthony Towns. I mean, he have his zesty moments. I think a lot of people have these zesty moments if you watch them on TV. Like I just mentioned a while ago, Chris Bosh was big on having.
Wow, you're looking at the victorious locker room. LeBron James holding not only the championship trophy, the one symbolizing winning this championship, but the MVP is handed to him by Bill Russell. Let's go to Doris first and Scott Brooks.
Zesty moments. I don't know if these guys be raised with a lot of women, and I don't know if they being raised with a lot of women, do you pick up a lot of women tendencies, like things they do, how they move, how they talk, a lot of things like that. I don't know. Or do a person just come up a certain kind of way that makes him act like a little more feminine? You know what I'm saying? Like being a man, I think we macho mans, and we always want to show our masculinity. Like we got to always put that on Front Street to let a person know, hey man, don't play with me, I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? Like just any little thing, having your legs crossed or having your hand bent. You know what I'm saying? Another man will see that and will pick that up coming from another guy. And I just think Cat has a lot of them kind of things. Like you can't keep, like him just passing the ball looks a little strange.
You have to lose and lose big before you win. What is it about this team that says
we lost last year?
Yeah, but that's different. You have to lose at a bigger stage. Usually,
it's the playoffs. We lost last year.
We lost.
God damn. How much more we gotta lose?
Yeah, how much?
Lose it for 20 years. God damn.
What makes you guys believe that?
Oh yeah, they can't see you, man.
Is it better?
Yeah, give it a wave.
Right. Call Anthony Towns, baby. Yeah.
That's him.
And on my Twitch streams, and then they go, why the fuck are you not in the gym working out?
Like, motherfucker, did you not see me tear my motherfucking shit in half?
Oh, but you a big fan of mine, though.
Towns obliterates the defender, but block is called. Towns now at
ESPN already posted it. All right, y'all, we're waiting for Cat right now. He's about to pull up.
It's crazy because after all that, they took him off the court to put him even closer to the locker room.
Bro, you're funny as hell.
Did you know I was gonna do it?
Bro, they asked me in media about you.
What?
They really did.
What the?
Because outside looking in, like, we was like, damn, it's total chaos in Minnesota right now. Like,
No, for sure.
it was like Jimmy versus.
That just like a train ran over.
No
like,
grace.
I was like, oh my God. I was like, why did I do that?
Him falling on the ground, what he say, how he talk, and it's not that he's proper. It's like he don't use the bass in his voice. It's like he keep getting caught in situations where he just looks like it don't look right. You know what I'm saying? Like if you would catch your son doing a movement and you would probably be like, hey man, watch that, man. You know what I'm saying? Check that. You know what I'm saying? Like you wouldn't want to be making them movements or making them gestures and moving your hands how Carl Anthony Towns move his hands. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? To be a man, I'm a take, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pay attention to certain things I do, and I'm not gonna put myself in them kind of positions, which is weird talking about that and saying positions and saying he's the butt of everybody's joke and talking about something zesty. It just seems weird. That whole situation seems weird. But to me, I think Gilbert Arenas went overboard talking about Cat like that. You know what I'm saying? Why would you bring up this man like this? This man he has a woman, you know what I'm saying? And you know, they get him enough on different videos showing little things he done did zesty like. But at the end of the day, when you call a man the B, then that man has a right to seat you, and you have a right to stand on that when you see this guy in person. I don't know if he that kind of guy, but when you get to the point where you start calling the man out of his name, that gets disrespectful. And I watch Gilbert Arenas show all the time. I cover the show. Gilbert Arenas is a hilarious person. I like the whole assortment of people he has on the show, with Rayshawn McCant to Swaggy P, Kenyon Martin. You know, he's the enforcer, and he always trying to fight somebody all the time. You know what I'm saying? And even when he bring on Cheryl Swoops, I just like the people he bring on. Like, these people are real knowledgeable on the game. They just not talking about the game. They can speak to the game because they played in the game. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them played in the game at a high level. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them at one time was one of the top players in their sports. Probably not, you know, not Swaggy P. You know what I'm saying? Not Nick Young. He probably wasn't, but Nick Young was a pretty good hooper, and he got a ring with Golden State. You know, he even played with my Lakers. And he went with I forgot her name, the singing girl that made the fancy song. I can't even think of her name right now. But he went with her, and then old boy ended up snitching on him, putting his business out there that he was cheating, and she ended up breaking up with him. But get back to the topic. You know what I'm saying? The topic is, I think Gilbert Arenas went a little far. I think he need to come out and tell a guy, man, because it's a narrative that can keep being pushed, and people keep saying this, and you putting that on their back, and you can on that guy back, and you can end up on that guy back. It's just everything when you talking about Carl Anthony Towns right now sound a little fruity. But you know what I'm saying? Like, this guy can feel very disrespected, and that's not cool to talk about anybody in that light. You know what I'm saying? He's a grown man. He handles his business. He might have a little bit, little crazy movements, but man, that's just how that guy is, and we can't sit up here and talk about that guy like Chris Bosh. So it's fair game. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can get it. You know what I'm saying? But when you start crossing the line of calling the guy a B, he could have said all the stuff he said about him having long legs, big feet, short torso, and all that. But when he stepped over the line and say he's built like a woman, now you're crossing the line. And as him being a man, if he would have feel offended and see Gilbert Arenas somewhere and put him in the basket like he dunking him in a basketball goal, I wouldn't even be mad at him, because it's one thing to criticize a guy and talk about it and mention it, but it's another thing to say the man is built like a B. And it would have been disrespectful if he would have said he's built like a woman, which he was trying to say. But to say he built like a B, that's very disrespectful, because he's saying he's a woman and he's saying he's a B. And nobody want to have that on their back. Nobody want to be having nobody talking about they built like a woman. You know what I'm saying? That's very disrespectful. And if somebody would have said that to Gilbert Arenas, he probably would have felt that same kind of disrespect. So I don't know how Karl Anthony Towns is going to approach it. He might just sweep it under the rug like a lot of other people. But if he felt offended and he want to clap back or go at Gilbert Arenas any kind of way, I will respect it. Because when you start talking about a man, you know what I'm saying, when you mention a man and call him out of his name, that's something different. You know what I'm saying? So, but tell me how y'all feel about it. I be seeing Karl Anthony Towns play, and a lot of times, man, he do got some zesty movements, man. He just does that. And like I said earlier, Chris Bosh, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's another guy that played in football, Jalen Ramsey. Like, everybody was saying it about him because it's just how he was moving. People was thinking like, man, he moved a little zesty, man. But tell me how y'all feel about it, man. Do you feel like Gilbert Arenas crossed the line? Or do you feel like Gilbert Arenas was on par with what he was saying about Karl Anthony Towns? How do you feel about that, man? I feel like it's super disrespectful, and I feel like he shouldn't get down like that. Don't get down on a guy like that, man. Don't do him like that. You didn't have to put him out there like that. That man got a family. He lost his mom a minute ago. He got a girlfriend. When you say that like that, you got a big platform. Everybody's going to hear it, and that's very disrespectful, man. But you might feel different. That's my opinion. You see how the shade changed? Because I pulled up under my tree at my house, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to get at y'all later, man. I'm out. Like, comment, subscribe on my video, and tell me your opinion. You might not think it's over the line. You might think it's right where it needs to be. I just think, as a man, I'm not going to call another man a B unless we just finna get in hand-hand combat, going to war, karate, that kind of issue. I ain't gonna call a man out his name unless he disrespects me. But I'm out, man. Tell me how y'all feel about it. Like, comment, subscribe on my video. I'm out.